Hi, this is BB, and I just had to have my refrigerator replaced. It's just like it's just a used refrigerator, but it was replaced. Like right now, right here is if it, she will spray again. Like right now, the place is stinking of vinegar. I have these, as you can see, I have these pads over, so she can't spray here. But in bathroom, I don't have the pads over the vents. That's where she goes and she's somewhere in there, I think. Now, ask me, why am I not getting the police to look? I don't know. It's like, what should I just call them and tell them that I believe someone is in there? Maybe I should just do it. But then if I do that and they go up there and they don't find anyone in that moment, what's going to happen? What's going to happen the second time it happens? It's highly unlikely they're going to look. And what will happen is that they will start branding me a kook. They're going to say I'm either schizophrenic or on drugs or both. This is what I'm trying to avoid. I was really hoping this woman would stop. I was really hoping it would stop, but no, she's not. See, a thought just occurred to me based on the shit she's saying to me. I'm never going to get out of this, whatever the fuck, whatever. She's trying to think like she has some program. It's not a program. The program she created. This is not a government program. This is her program. They robbed me blind. They've been sticking it to me with a bamboo pole for a long time, she and her man. This ain't no government program. She been trying to stick it to me for a long time. And she has been. And they've probably been sticking it to a lot of people for a long time. They've been sticking it to a lot of people for a long time. And with that being said, what's happening here is like what they're trying to do is that they've raped and ravaged and raped and ravaged and raped and ravaged us. There's more than one way to rape somebody. What she's doing is raping me and raping us. She's not just like reading a psychic thought, like if he love me, if he doesn't love me, does she love me? No. She is planting thoughts in people's heads electronically. This is not some spell work that may or may not work. Using some devil, God, demon, angel, whatever. This is technology we're talking about that is causing disease. It's damaging our brains. It's damaging our minds. It's causing physical damages to us, damaging our organs, hardening our arteries. It's causing leukemia, cancer, stress, loss of wages, all kinds of things. Loss of respect. It's basically taking away our basic human rights. This is what these people are doing. They are taking away our basic human rights. That's called rape. In my book, that's called rape. They're raping us. They're raping us. This makes me angry for some reason. Really fucking angry. This is not right. They're raping us. They are raping us. They're raping us. They're fucking raping all of us. So the thing is, what they're doing, they will fleece us, take everything from us. Mess with us back and front, if you know what I mean. Just take everything from us. Some of us probably literally. Because you might find people who want this so-called experience. Some of them who are offering these experience. They're offering these experiences. And they have people who are paying for these quote-unquote experiences. They might find young girls, pull them off the streets, and offer them, show them this nice lifestyle. Like a pimp, basically. And then it turned out to be a nightmare for them. Turned out to be a nightmare for them. What it is, they want to experience rape. They want to experience brutality. They want to experience bestiality. They want to experience all kinds of things. And then you know what they're doing now that they've hit this figure that they've set for themselves. Now they're rich people. You know what they want to do? It's called, I don't know, it might be, I call it a cerebral neutering. They're cerebrally neutering us now. So we can't fight back. We're not potent anymore. We're not potent anymore. And the women, they want to attack our uteruses so we don't have any offspring that will come up, hear of our story, decide, get angry, and fight their asses and take whatever they have and have justice for our parents, which would be us. They will attack our uteruses, and the males, they will attack their genitals because they don't want them reproducing. The only people who would be allowed to reproduce would be these criminals. This is the kind of society that's happening here. I don't know if this is what's intended for the New World Order. I don't think so. I'm hoping the New World Order is to get these people at heel, to bring them to heel. To bring these perpetrators to heel. This can't continue to happen. This is the reason why a lot of people are turning away from God. These are the last days. Because they're saying, how could he allow this to happen? How could he allow this to happen? How can he allow this evil to happen? For these people to take such massive advantage over us. How? How? It doesn't make sense. This doesn't make any sense. But it's not God's evil. It's our evil. But this is triggering what is called the last days. And it's making people turn away from him. It's making people turn away from him. Some people are longing for this, what is called Armageddon. They're longing for it. Because they can't take this pain anymore. They don't want to be brutalized by these people anymore. They don't want to be brutalized. The worst evil in the world is not satanic or demonic, it's human evil. The worst evil in the world is human evil, is man against man, is the worst evil in the world. The worst fucking evil in the world is man against man. And for what? They want power over us and they want our money. Like, this morning I woke up and my refrigerator was blowing hot air instead of cold air. Now I had a pork loin in there, one of those Mrs. Smith pork loin. And it wasn't good anymore, so I decided to throw it out. And this one is in my ear. Oh, look, because I'm wasteful, I'm never going to get out of this thing that she has me in. She's a conscientious thief. Okay, I'm a wasteful person. She's a thief. But she can save $1. She knows how to save $1. This is what I hear constantly, like she's judging everything I do. Like she's judging everything I do. Spritzing and spraying is not enough. She has to judge everything I do. Because she wants to bring me to speech. And right now, it's smelling again. And I have these shooting pains all over my eyes. This shooting pain all over my eye. My left eye, right here. This is all shooting pains. Now, I don't know if she's in there. I don't know. Or if they just have maybe, I don't know. What do I do? Where's the entrance to that? I don't know. They will come and they will look, but they're not going to do anything. They will not go up there because they're going to say, where's the entrance? I have no idea where the entrance is. How did she get in there? I don't know. I mean, I think they have a basement, but I don't think I don't know how. She would have to be in between my ceiling and the lady above me floor, in the crawl space. This is how what they do. They get into your crawl spaces. And as somebody, I read that someplace or saw it. They actually get into your crawl spaces. There's one lady who had a man living in her crawl space for years. They found a man living in her crawl space. He mustn't have been living there. He must have been doing shit to her. Coming out at night and getting her stuff, and then, what he was doing there. That's creepy. That's creepy. What I think this woman is trying to do, she's trying to cause a stroke. She's trying to either give me a stroke or a heart attack. And that, if you notice, most of the times they'll be trying to get to you. This woman had me, when I was in that motel room, like again, I didn't know what was happening to me. And I do believe there was a lot of drugs that was being sprayed into that motel room. Because at night, I could hear, like, people would be passing, and I could hear, you can hear when somebody's spraying. You can hear it. To be honest, when I lived in California, she used to do this thing. No, I don't know if it was her or someone else. I don't know if it was her or someone else. See, this is how I know something was wrong. I would be in my house. And it would be during the hours of like 6 to 8 p.m. I would be in my house, in my cottage. Her place would be completely dark and silent. The whole place was really silent because we lived in a very small town of like maybe 10,000 people. Very small. So I'll be sitting there waiting. I used to do this thing called the Sedona method, make these recordings and send them to her. Now my phone used to always be in my hand. I'm playing with my phone while I'm talking. I used to talk at normal like this in my home. I don't know if I assumed she would hear me because it was so quiet, but a few times I had a 55-inch TV. I would turn on my TV like something motivational, like Les Brown, somebody, and turn it up to like almost 60, 50, between 50 and 70 volume. And I would take out my garbage. And when I would come back, I would have to pass right by her cottage, and I couldn't hear anything. And that was a TV volume, right? And I would be like, she's not hearing this. She's not hearing when I'm talking. She can't even hear the TV. So she really wasn't hearing me. So if she heard what I was saying, all those times that I spent sitting there talking to my fucking self, then something is wrong. How in the hell was she hearing me? How was she hearing me? I naturally assumed that she was, but how was she hearing me? How was she hearing me? That's the problem. Because if this goes to court, we're going to have to go back there and do that. I will sit right where I was, and let's see how she going to hear me. But somebody will be in there with her to hear. Let's see what they're going to hear. They might hear every other word, but not everything, to make up a clear sentence. So that's the thing. And you see, they know that. They know that. But she won't stop. She's like one of those Energizer Bunny with the diehard. She's a diehard. She wants to show power. So with that being said, this is what they're doing. Anyway, I heard that around 6 to 7, I would hear somebody or her door open quietly. Now you can hear when the door opened, you would hear it. And somebody would walk in the grass and come like halfway between her cottage and mine, and then they would go back. I thought, now she was egging this on. I thought she was being abused. If she wasn't, then somebody else was there and they were egging this on. See, this is how I know I got set up. Somebody was egging this on. Somebody was egging it on. It happened about 4 times or more. Until the last day, like I think it was December, January. One time I heard spraying. Now again, her house is dark day and night, right? Giving the impression nobody was there. Then it sprays. I'm like, what in the fuck? I thought she was going to come over to my house and finally ask for help or tell me what's going on. And I'm like, she's going to be reeking of body spray. Maybe she That's what I swear to God, that was my thought. She's going to be reeking of body spray. Because I thought she was spraying body spray all over. So I'm like, oh, I got to be prepared for this. She's going to be reeking of body spray. And because this is spraying. So, and the person came out and then it went back. And she came out about, I don't know, twice or 3 times. But then I heard like footsteps, like, I don't know, like 2 or 3 sets of footsteps. So I don't know if that was her, to be honest. I'm not sure if that was her. If that was her, then something else was going on there. And she's going to have to tell them eventually. She's going to have to tell the truth and stop fucking with me. This should be the day when she really stopped fucking with me. Because aside from me, other people in the yard, other people in that yard also noticed shady shit that was going on there. Irregular, out of the norm activity in her house, not mine, in her house. So it's not just me. That I know for sure. It's not just me. But I'm the only one getting brutalized for it. And I don't even know what's going on. I know as much as they do. The only thing I know now is that I lost some shit's missing from my life. That could potentially be worth a lot of money. A lot of money. We're talking over a lot of money. If my calculations are correct, they're worth in the hundreds of millions of dollars. If my calculations are correct. If they're correct. So, because it's collector's items. So the thing is, and we didn't know how much they were worth. My grandma knew, but we didn't know how much because we didn't even have a telephone. There's no way we could, we were sitting on a gold mine and we didn't know. She kept them because she kept everything. The woman kept my umbilical cord, my first haircut. She kept everything. That was the kind of person she was. She kept everything. So, with that being said, what they're trying to do to us, what they're trying to do to us is they're ravaging us in a bad way, assaulting us, and then they're cerebrally neutering us so we can't fight back. They're turning us into cerebral eunuchs, taking away our potency. That's what they used to do in the harems. Get the strong men, but they were eunuchs. They couldn't have sex with the women of the harem. They couldn't have sex with those women. They were there to protect them and watch them, and to make sure they didn't run away. That's what their job was to protect those women and make sure they didn't run away. What they were was to keep them as slaves, basically. The code word was to protect them. But the thing is, that's what they're trying to do to people like you and me. Do all kinds of shit to us and turn us into cerebral eunuchs. It's called cerebral eunuchs. To castrate us cerebrally. I think I said that before. To chemically castrate us and electronically castrate us. But it's mostly the head they want. They want us to forget what we had. If they could have a nation of drug addicts eating each other like fucking zombies, they would. While they sit on their high perch with the fucking zombies' money, which is us, and living out loud. Or living in the Riviera in Spain, eating some, exotic dish. Somebody's got to help us. This is nonsense, and this has got to be stopped. It's got to be stopped. It has to. It has to. No. It has to be stopped.